Hello there.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm John and this is Matt.
Hello there.
And we're here to talk about the final episode of Obi-Wan. And we're also doing our digital code giveaway, so if you're here for that, skip to the end of the video if you don't want to hear us talk about this. But we would like you to, and we would also like you to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you are a fan of TV reviews, movie reviews, and 4K Blu-ray reviews, because we do them all here on this channel. Just like Obi-Wan can do anything he wants with the Force. So Matt, Obi-Wan just finished up, and what did you think of the show overall and this finale?
Well, we'll talk about the finale first. At first viewing, I was a little underwhelmed. I didn't love the last episode, but after talking about it and thinking about it, it got better. Overall, I thought the series was fantastic. The last episode, again, it was okay. I mean, I don't know what I wanted out of it, but for some reason I just left a little underwhelmed. I enjoyed the fight with Vader and Anakin. I guess in the back of it was kind of like a middle movie, you know? Like, we know these characters survive, so what can really happen to them?
Well, that's my problem with any prequels in general, is because you have to actually play to the stories that are there. So we'd have A New Hope, and you can't ruin A New Hope by having something happen here that is going to create a plot hole. Even though I feel like they did still create some plot holes, because, I mean, it's still strange that, like, it's never mentioned Leia knew Obi-Wan like this in the movies.
See, my thing was, now, I don't know if they were just playing fast and loose with it, but in A New Hope, when Obi-Wan gets to the Death Star and Vader senses him for the first time, he's like, I sense something that I haven't felt in a while, or I forget the exact term that he says, the exact words, but I assumed that this was going to end off as in Vader thinks he killed Obi-Wan. Now, later in the episode, Palpatine, the Emperor, tells him to, dude, let it go, like, why are you so upset about this? He's nothing, just forget about him. So maybe he just orders him to it, and however many years later New Hope is supposed to happen, maybe 10 to 15 years after this, and I don't know, that was the one plot hole for me that stuck out.
Yeah, I was more bothered actually by the Leia stuff and the fact that, like, I mean, she does call him Obi-Wan at the end, so that solves that, but she did name her son Ben, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, what their relationship is, because in A New Hope, she says, like, you once helped my father, but you knew him, because now we've seen that you guys have gone on this whole adventure too, and she's extremely smart, so it's not like she's just gonna forget it.
Right, but I mean, she was also, how old? She was, what?
She's like 10, 11.
Yeah, I guess,
I have memories from when I was 4 years old. I met you when I was 4 years old.
Right, but like, alright, so somebody that your mom brings home and you hung out with for 3 days.
You mean George the Garbage Man?
And then you don't see him for 10 years, and then
I've never seen him since.
You call him up call him today and ask him for a favor. Be like, hey, remember me?
Do you think he still takes out? Do you think he still does garbage?
He might.
I don't know. My mom dated him for a little while. He had a kid. I remember him very well.
Oh, that's a real this is a real story?
No, yeah, real story. George the Garbage Man was... My mom dated him for a little bit.
One of your mom's ex-boyfriends, right?
Yeah, one of the few. But you know what? I wouldn't trust him with my life. I trust him with my trash.
Okay. Well played.
All right.
Well played.
You know, I'm just saying, it just but it creates plot holes is the whole point. And I understand, but so I'm just trying to look at it in a bubble. And in a bubble, certain aspects of the show really worked, and certain aspects of this episode. I actually think that the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan on that rock planet, I'm not sure the exact name, is one of the best things in Star Wars ever.
Yeah.
Seeing his mask get cut up like that, and it's cutting between Anakin's voice and Vader's voice, showing the conflict between the good and bad that always happens in him.
And him basically telling Kenobi, like, you didn't do this to me, I chose to do this. Like,
yeah.
He's not even giving him the satisfaction, you know, so... But...
Like, that worked out really good. And then, you know, you got the Rita, the third sister stuff, and, like, I had just a big Star Wars problem in general for me, is that we feel the need to redeem every villain. Like, and I get why they did that, But now it's like, okay, so where are we leaving her? Are they doing an Inquisitor show? Because we know that the Grand Inquisitor is still alive. Is that the plan? I don't know. Because now she's still alive. Does that mean that she's going to go after Darth and all them? And again, we know Darth. Nothing's going to happen to Darth because he shows up in A New Hope. We already know his arc, so...
I hope we get a Vader show, honestly, because there's still a lot of time in between this and Episode 4. Let's see what he kind of havoc he's wreaking on the galaxy now, you know? What him and the Emperor have been up to for the past 10 years before A New Hope.
That's the best part of the show for me, was Obi-Wan, Vader, and, you know, then we saw the Emperor, and then we get the cameo at the end of Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, yeah.
Which I really did love. It was fast. It looks like they had him on there for about 20 minutes, and they're like, alright, let's just get something, throw it on there. And it worked, though. It did work, and obviously... Ewan McGregor carried this show on his back. He was amazing in it, as we all expected he would be. Mm-hmm. You know, it was nice to get some redemption for Hayden Christensen. I'm not a fan of his performances in the prequels, but I know a lot of people love the prequels. So I'm glad that they got their satisfaction of seeing him again on screen. Mm-hmm. You know, even if he looked pretty damn old when we did see his regular face.
Yeah, as a whole, it was a great show.
I would say good. I think overall, I would say that this show is like... I don't know. It's like middle of the pack. It's never reached the heights of The Mandalorian's first 2 seasons, or it's basically just like Book of Boba Fett. I think it was a mixed bag.
So, is that because Mando came first, and that was like a new thing to us, getting a new weekly episodic Star Wars thing that's not a full-length studio movie?
No, I think that the best way to go with Star Wars now is to create original characters and stop shoehorning in all of the, you know, what do they call those? The legendary characters. And like legacy characters. Like, that's the thing that bothers me. Like, I know that we're all connected, but we don't need every story told with just them. I like that Mandalorian is original character created for this universe. Mm-hmm. You know, I do like that he plays with other characters, but it's not forced like all these other shows. Like Book of Boba Fett, they're writing off the Boba Fett name. They're writing off the Obi-Wan name.
Right.
It's name recognition. Mm-hmm. So that's what bothers me most. And I would like to just see them create more original characters, which apparently Taika Waititi, or whatever how you say his name, I'm going to screw it up because that's just what I do with names. However, he's apparently getting a Star Wars movie.
I think they're doing an Ahsoka show, too.
Ahsoka would be cool. I don't think we've had enough Ahsoka, and, you know, Rosario Dawson's awesome. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see that.
Well, that circles back to our dark gray area on the Clone Wars cartoons, because I think Ahsoka was pretty prominent in those.
Yeah. And, you know, one day we might be forced to do it. Maybe one day when we get enough subscribers on this and we get, like, a Patreon or something, I'm going to need to be paid to watch all that, I feel like. Because that's a lot of time that I do not have. Because me and Matt both have full-time jobs and we have to watch stuff for the channel.
Yeah.
So it puts a lot of strain on our time. I don't think we have enough time to be fitting in.
I have them. You know, it's not like where are they? I have the Clone Wars. I have the original movie and I have the complete first season. It's like, I tried. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately, you know. But, you know, I don't think there will be a season 2 of this. I think this is where we leave Obi-Wan forever until eventually, sometime in the next 10 to 15 years.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure.
Because I saw, actually, a bunch of... It could just be fan things and speculation, but I saw a lot of people talking about there being a season 2. Like, I saw posts, like, official-looking posts, but it could be photoshopped. But... due to popular demand, there's a second season in the works, but who knows? It could be bullshit.
If you screw up the trilogy, I'm gonna get upset, though. So, and I don't want them to be playing to, as you say, your term, fast and loose with everything. Like, you know, I get that there's people who don't know about it, and they just love all the Disney-fied stuff, and I'm like 50-50 on it, because I am a big Force Awakens fan, and I like Mandalorian, but, you know, I also don't want them to hurt A New Hope or The Empire. And if you create a plot hole big enough that I'm gonna notice, then it's gonna be damaging. Yeah. So that's our thoughts on Obi-Wan. Now you guys just stay tuned for a few more minutes. John's gonna spin that wheel and update you on this week's weekly videos on the channel. John, you look good, by the way. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I appreciate that. And I know why you're here. You're here to spin the wheel and find out who's going to be the lucky winners of this week's digital code giveaway. So like I said, this week we're giving away 2 digital codes, so this week we're going to be spinning the wheel twice, and you'll have your choice of 30 digital codes. The only way you won't receive that is if whoever gets to me first will obviously have first come, first choice, and they'll have the option to get whatever they want. So if it ends up being the same one that you want, if you end up being the other winner, I'll let you know, and then you'll have to choose again. And this week we actually had 33 names entered. That's 2 more than last week, so we're actually going up week to week, so that's awesome. We got a lot of new subscribers this week. We're getting really close to 500, and that's when we're going to give away the Godfather 4K trilogy. So if anyone isn't aware, once we hit 500 subscribers, which we're less than about 90 away now from getting, we're going to be giving away one of these 4K Blu-ray trilogy sets. It's still the best of the year in my opinion from everything that I've reviewed, so I'm really excited to give this away so someone else can get to try it out if you don't already have it. So once we get close to that, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put everyone's name on the wheel who wants to be entered, and then we'll spin the wheel, and the winner will just directly send you from Best Buy a sealed copy of this. It will not be a used one or anything. It'll be completely brand new. So once we hit 500, that's what we'll be doing, and we're going to give an option for when we hit 1,000. So we'll do the same thing, the wheel giveaway, but we'll give you a choice of what you want so that, you know, we're not locking you down to just one thing, kind of like what we do with the digital code giveaway. So that's a perfect segue in. Let's just spin this magic wheel and see who this week's lucky winners are going to be. Alright, our first winner is Shane. Shane is actually one of our earliest subscribers, so that's actually pretty cool that he got a win. Congratulations, Shane. So we'll remove you from this one. Now we'll spin again to see who our second winner is. Luna Moth! Congratulations! So even though Matt couldn't be in the video, at least the ghost of Matt is with me at all times to keep me comfortable and safe. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. Congratulations to Shane and congratulations to Luna. You guys are our 2 winners this week. Make sure you reach out to us on either Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Direct message us, or you can always reach us at our Gmail account, letstalkentmt@gmail.com. Email us there. Just let us know which code you want, and we'll send it right over. And congratulations to you guys. We had a lot of fun this week in the digital code giveaway answering those questions. I had so much fun answering what you guys, what your favorite 80s and 90s comedies are. Got a lot in there. Comedy is probably the most subjective genre there is. Everybody has a different sense of humor from the other person. You wouldn't be... if you go through the comment section and see what everyone's favorite comedy movies are, there's very little double ups. Like, I had a few people who probably said that their favorites were like Dumb and Dumber, like myself, or a couple people who said their favorite was The Goonies. So, like, there's a couple overlaps, but for the most part, everyone had a different choice, which was awesome. I love that everyone has a different sense of humor, that everyone likes different kinds of comedy. So it just shows that, you know, as an individual, we all find something funny. I know that my sense of humor is way different from plenty of other people, so it's really cool to see that. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys about movies. That's probably, like I say every single week, one of my favorite things to do on this channel is this giveaway, just so I get to talk movies with you guys. That's always me in the comment section for the giveaway videos, because I just want to talk movies with you guys. Matt will jump in there here and there, but usually he'll use his personal account. So guys, thank you so much for entering. We do this every week. We hope to see you guys next week, as always, for our digital code giveaway. I'm not sure what this Friday's video is going to be yet, but I'll always put that giveaway announcement tag at the end of it, so make sure you keep a lookout for that, and we'll see you guys this Friday. So thank you guys for being a fan of Let's Talk. Please, if you haven't yet, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and you tell your friends.